Hey everyone, welcome to Tellor Dev Call, October 3rd, first one in October. Yeah, big things this week. So let's kind of jump right in, I guess. We finished up the hackathon last week. It went great. Are we doing it on this call? We're gonna do the breakdown, or that's gonna be
We could. I think it should be a separate call.
okay. It'll be a separate call. Anyway, hackathon went really well. We paid out some winners. Some of them looks like they might try and take them all the way. We'll see if some of them launch on mainnet, which would be super duper cool. Yeah, so either way, I think it was probably hands down our most successful. Is that fair to say? Probably, yeah. It was really good. So next big things for us. So we're deploying on Rinkeby today. We'll do Rinkeby over this week. We're going to be deploying on Rinkeby, Mumbai, and Polygon probably at the end of the week. 360. So those are super exciting. And then also at the end of the week, we're sending Brenda's heading down to Bogota the end of this week. Mike's heading down beginning of next week. I don't know if anybody else is going. Anybody else going? Tim, you going?
Going.
Yeah, I'm heading down beginning of next week on Monday.
Tim's gonna be there. You going, Ryan?
Wait, San Francisco?
No, Bogota, Colombia.
I'm not going to Bogota, no.
Okay, so yeah, so this is for Devcon, and I think it's just Devcon or maybe ETH.
There's ETH Bogota.
Yeah. Either way, if you're down there in Bogota, reach out. We'd love to meet you. We can buy you a drink, something like that, if you're a Tellor holder. If you're not, yeah, go ask Chainlink. So yeah, we'll be down there. It'll be good. And then we'll be kind of off. So yeah, that's kind of big things on my list. 360 stuff. Trying to make sure that we actually we're still trying to push this thing through the door. It's looking really, really solid. I had a call with the Liquity guys on that change we're making for them. You guys can go review that. I think they're getting their auditor to look at it as well, so which is super cool. We had two auditors look at it, so I fingers crossed he doesn't have anything. I think he's just going to look at theirs, how they specifically implement it, so it should be good. Cool. All right, Akrem.
Do you want to talk about the small change though? I mean, for Liquity, it's only a 15-minute delay.
I think we talked about it last week, but either way, the specific change we're making for Liquity in our contracts is since they're the only people on the mainnet Ethereum contract using the old ID 1, so it's the UINT ID, not the Bytes 32 ID, that normally you would implement it going forward. Basically what we're doing is if they're using the old ID 1, we add a 15-minute delay in for them. They asked us to do that. So though rather than just get current value of that ID, it will be get data before 15 minutes. That's it. That's the change. Pretty simple. It works. So cool. Akrem?
Just working on the finishing up the testing for the Lens contract and feedback on Tellor core changes. And that's about it. And I guess I'll do some more work once we deploy the contract.
Yep.
360.
Cool. Thanks. Owen?
Hey, I'm gonna review a PR from Tally this morning, and then get back to some Diva stuff and the faucet, which was waylaid end of last week because decoding or encoding that the new query types for Ampleforth was weird for some reason, but Akram gave some feedback on the PR, so I need to make some changes to that. That's it for me.
Cool. Spuddy, how's things going?
Things are going good. I'm going through all my Telliots that are running. There's a lot of distractions in the background for me, but I'm also gonna dig into the disputable values monitor a little bit because I'm getting errors and I don't know why. That's where I'm at.
Nice.
And the node is doing good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I tested that out. I wrote some scripts just to test it out. It worked really great. I'm gonna check to see if any front ends need switched over. I can just put them over. I don't know if we use nodes on any front ends. Maybe we do. Anyway, I should probably know that as well. But yeah, I'll just switch them over, and then I can cancel my Infura subscription. It'll be fun because Spuddy is the node master now. So
I wouldn't cancel it just yet, but
You could just like use it as a backup.
well, you always have, like, I mean, you can cancel it and then like you can spin it up in
I
like
know.
seconds. So it's not.
They'll take your money, just start right back up again.
Well, Infura is actually super cool. Like we've gone like crazy over the limits, and like they don't just freeze us off. Like Michael, who runs Infura, he'll like shoot me an email like, "Hey, it seems like you're going way over this month. Is something going on?" And like it's super nice, and like a lot of times, yeah,
we can get more going too, like we talked about. Just got to find a location.
yeah.
Well, as you update the stuff, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the way the pipes of the internet work, we can only really do like one node per like Comcast service. So if we're gonna do another one, it's got to be in a different location.
Aren't you getting Starlink going?
I don't
could.
know.
Are you willing to subsidize this endeavor?
I'd subsidize it for myself. I'm not subsidizing for you.
I'll run a node. Spuddy tells me how.
No, we'll get it going.
Well, Nick, as you update the stuff for the front end, start a list so we remember.
Okay. Cool. Ryan, how's things going?
Going well. I don't know if you guys saw, but Owen and I put up that decoder on the query builder. So that was an awesome tool for any devs that are looking to just decode any of that submit value data. Right, I'm going to be focusing on just still debriefing with the whole EthOnline. We still got some exit interviews to kind of go through that user experience. I want to compile all that data and just make sure that we address it, because we're going to be going right into Eth San Francisco at the beginning of November. So I would just want to make sure that for that next run, we don't run into any of those same issues.
Cool. And we got swag ordered, right?
We got the swag ordered.
Swag is ordered. So if you're watching this, be ready for new swag. It's coming. So yeah, I haven't even seen the design, so I'm super I'm excited for it. Tally.
Hey, I updated the monitor and caught the exception that was making the automated script for updating the monitor crash. And as well, that was over the weekend, and I worked on the changes that Owen recommended for my PR and put it back in review.
Thanks, Tally.
Yeah.
Cool. You back on the dollar auction stuff now? Or
yeah, I could do that, or I could do there are some bugs for the disputable values monitor.
okay, yeah, probably fix those. You think it'll be quick, or?
Yeah, and actually one of them is like just because one of them is actually a Telliot fix because there's a raised exception in one of the price sources. So I'm just gonna like replace it with the log.
Cool. Yeah, knock those out, so then it's off the table.
Yeah.
So cool.
I'll send you one that I'm getting to, Tally.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Buddy and I have the synergy.
Yeah. Cool. Tim, last but not least.
Yeah, so today. I'm working on that last little change to 360. But then other than that, so I've got all the pieces in place for the toxicity up script, but there's two things that are giving me trouble right now is the multi-call and retrieving all that data from the graph. So I'm just trying to, I guess, retrieve the data in a different way, because on the graph side, there's 500,000 records. And then on the multi-call side, I have to make, I think like about 30 calls to 30 contracts, but then multiply that by X number of addresses. But for whatever reason, I don't know, it's giving me issues. But all the other pieces are in place for that. So I'm just trying to get over those two hurdles.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I start querying the graph and it just like sits there for a long time and then breaks. And then with the multi-call, again, it breaks, spits out a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure what that issue is, but
I wonder if like Dune would be a better way. Like, you know, Dune has an API now.
maybe.
It might take a while to figure it out, but I know Tally has a little bit of experience with that.
Yeah, it's in
Okay.
data. So if I'll give you the email address you can email them for to get a API.
Okay.
I'm still waiting myself, but I'm sure I'm on like a wait list or something.
Mike, you want
Yeah.
to reach out to Mats or Frederick? You can just email them. Yeah, maybe I'll shoot him an email. See if send me like a description of what you want, Tally, and then we're friends. So
And on the multi-call side, it might be Alchemy. Like I'm making a ton of calls to Alchemy, I think, in the background.
well, yeah, multi-call would be whatever node you use.
Yeah.
So you could. And then what? It's Polygon, right?
It's Polygon, yeah. So
Yeah. So we don't.
it's a hard one to run a node.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
It's actually Polygon and I was running a Mumbai node for a while. It was really easy to run the node. Just takes a lot of space on the hard drive. That's all.
Right.
What's going on with the subgraph, like getting the data from the subgraph?
It just sits there for a long time. I guess it's retrieving in the background. It is, but then eventually it just crashes.
What error does it give you?
I'll send that over to you. I don't have it up right now.
is it a Python script?
It's JS node.
Yeah, I mean, probably handling 500,000 rows in JavaScript it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, probably.
So,
The pandas package with Python.
Yeah, could probably add on a Python script. You could just write all that data to a file.
well, you would probably want to like actually run a database in the background, like
Probably.
kick off some sort of MongoDB or something, and then store it all. But
Yeah,
it's like,
that's probably the right way to go with that much data.
yeah. So I mean, this
I
is
want to
like,
break it up into chunks too, like when you're requesting it from them.
Definitely am. They only let you do it in like chunks of 1,000. So, yeah. So I guess it is going through and making 500 requests. Or that's what it's supposed to do.
cool.
But yeah, probably would be good to put that in a database.
All right. Well, yeah, don't waste too much time figuring out normal CS problems. You know, that's fine.
Yeah,
Let's find some way around it.
for sure.
So cool. All right. Ryan, any questions? You're muted.
The answer is yes, we do have questions. First one is after the Tellor 360 update and in regards to amount of stakes per wallet, if the price for TRB is say $2,500 and I have 100 tokens equaling 100 stakes, if the price quickly drops to say $25 and I haven't rerun the update stake amount function, am I able to keep using the 250 reporters, or does it automatically adjust? If it automatically adjusts, then what is the point of the update stake amount function?
Okay, so two things. A, we're making a small change to that, and we're gonna probably tell you guys this update. We're gonna be changing it to you're gonna either need 100 tokens or a minimum dollar amount. So it's gonna be like, you know, $1,000 probably, somewhere around there for mainnet. That'll be the minimum stake amount, but then you'll have or 100 tokens. So if the teller price is $25,000, it'll just be 100 tokens. Obviously, if the teller price is $25,000, like we're all good. But you know, it would probably be like if it is really high, that's fine. And then if it does drop, and I think it does automatically adjust. So the price will automatically adjust whenever it happens. The only thing is with the stake amount, there's a 12-hour delay on it. So it does read the teller price at a 12-hour delay. So if you see the price on the market go down, it's not going to update your stake for 12 hours. So you have some delay. So you can keep reporting on with the old number of stakes at the old frequency until that 12-hour period hits. So hope that helps.
Cool. And then there was one in the Deep Questions channel from Mayumos. He's asked, are there Web 2 companies who can benefit from Oracle data on chain, like by increasing trust of their customers? Any data can be reported, but which data can make money apart from price data for DeFi?
I mean, you could theoretically have like a Web 2 company that that could use it. You know, like I think it would just come into building up the trust for that. There would obviously be trust assumptions in there. So, you know, like an example of a Web 2 company that could use Oracle data would be, you know, like a traditional futures contract, like a, say, CME would have, they settle based upon like the price of oil. So the futures contract is based upon the price of oil at a given time. Well, who tells it the price of oil? Well, there's this whole big long process about, you know, there's these people who report it. You could theoretically just have that be like the teller contract that reports, you know, the given price of oil based upon certain things, and it puts it in there. Obviously, there's still trust assumptions though, because CME could say like, no, we're not honoring that anymore. It's wrong. But like it could still be used potentially if you wanted to like get rid of third-party risks, like you don't trust anyone else. So there's definitely some pieces there, but it's not quite as concrete and final in the Web 2 world. And then, yeah, you know, as far as like what data we see taken off, I don't know, like I'm big on, I think bridges or oracles. They obviously matter a lot. You're going to start seeing some more, even just insurance stuff is another thing. I think insurance pieces can definitely be used. And then actual real world events. I don't think we're quite using real world events as much as we should, but we will. So anyway, anything else? That's it. Yeah, great question. I mean, he's always in there. Deep questions. He's good. So thanks for the question. All right. Anybody else? Anything? No? All right. We shall see you guys all next week.